Good morning and welcome back to our off-grid homestead that we are building from scratch, debt-free here in North Idaho. This is our giant greenhouse that we've got. This is a Rimmel greenhouse. There's a link down in the description below. Guys, this is getting good, man. It's nice and warm in here. We've got stuff coming up. Look at that. Arugula, I think. Some kind of green lettucey stuff. There's radishes and carrots and all of that back there. These guys have all been growing in our grow bed here, our sprouting table.
Yeah, it's going so good. Look at this one. This is so pretty. This is heirloom basil. Look at that. The colors on that. Isn't that cool? And you guys, look at the eggplant.
Cool.
I'm really excited about that. You think they're ready to plant? I need to read on the package. They don't look like they are ready to plant in the ground. They're little tiny still.
Cats are no longer allowed inside without human supervision because, well, they turn the whole place into a litter box. And we don't want them like digging and getting into all of our vegetables. So they're trapped. We put these 4x4s down here. You want to go out? There you go. So they can't get in or out. We're going to be laying out our other beds today. We've got our tape measure set up here. We're going to be laying them out 3-foot beds going across about 30 feet long or so. And getting ready to plant all of that and some other stuff in here. Plus, today, we've got a lot of other projects that we're going to try to accomplish in this video for you guys. A lot of miscellaneous things until the weather gets a little bit nicer, less rain, and we can finish the back side of the house here. That is on the to-do list this spring.
We're going to use this pipe right here, this spare pipe that we have to go on the edges of our rows. That way, if we're dragging a hose or something, it'll go around the beds rather than into our beds.
Ready?
Yep.
Close the eyeballs.
What do you think? 26. 4 more inches.
Good job, Jules.
Thanks.
You got all of our corner stakes in.
Yeah, but I accidentally knocked this last one over here down to 20 inches. So I need to go back and do the rest of these so that they're consistent. 22 was my goal, went too far. Actually, I think 24 was my goal, went down to 22. Now I gotta knock them all down to 20.
So let me know what you guys think about these stakes, if they're dangerous or not. My concern is if somebody fell on one, it would go right through them possibly. And so let me know down in the comments below what you think about that. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and just string it off so we can rake all the chips out from inside. It is springtime here on the homestead, my friends. You know what that means? The grass is starting to turn green again. Our larch trees are coming back finally. They're like an evergreen tree, except they're not evergreen. They lose their needles every winter. And then in the spring, they come back and look all pretty again. Look at how much grass we've got here to cut. There is like a couple of acres of grass. Thankfully, though, it's not very tall yet, but you guys living down in them southern states, your grass is probably like 3 feet tall already. Momotion sent us their Luba 2 robotic lawn mower to try out here on our homestead and share with you guys so you can see like how it works and all the stuff that it's supposed to be able to do, like off-road, cutting on extreme banks and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So let's test it out and see how it does. This thing's actually really easy to set up because there is no perimeter cable that you need to worry about to like keep it in bounds. You just open up the Momotion app and it basically turns into a remote control, and you just walk behind the unit and control it like an RC car when you were a kid. Go around the perimeter where you want, and then that perimeter is set, and it will cut everywhere that it's supposed to with inside that perimeter. And it does a super precise job because it has 3D vision and RTK fusion mapping. It can mow up to 2.5 acres and climb up an 80% or 38-degree slope because it is all-wheel drive. It's like a 4-wheel drive mowing machine. You can even do multiple zones and set a no-go zone so that it won't cut a specific area of your yard. You can even control it with Alexa and Google and the smart app control. It has intelligent obstacle avoidance, so when it runs into a person or a tree or a chair or whatever it is that you have out in your yard, it will automatically go around it. It has a GPS tracking anti-theft feature, lawn printing technology, and a 400 millimeter cutting width. Let's go ahead and finish up setting up the perimeter. Then we're gonna test it out on some slopes and see if we can't find some really tall grass for it to cut. So here we've got a couple of small trees on a pretty good slope. Let's see how well it can get around these trees. We've also got this pine tree that has grass growing up like right alongside of it. How close can we get to that pine tree? That is pretty close, guys. I know of another area that has a really good slope and some really uneven dirt that it's gonna have to try to maneuver while it's cutting. Check out this big tuft of grass. I don't even think it's supposed to cut something that's that tall. Well, let's go ahead and see if it can do it anyway. It did really good cutting around here on the homestead, stayed within the borders just like it was supposed to. Went back and forth and made it look pretty. But check this out. This right here is the outdoor sensing unit. Antenna goes right here. Pole goes down into the ground. Cable runs over here. This is plugged into the wall right over there. The unit itself sits right on this base. Let's go ahead and pull it off of here because I want to flip it over. Oh, it just said it rolled over because I want to show you the cutting blades. These things are like razor blades on here, and it spins. These things flip out whoosh, and it cuts. So there's two cutters like this. That's how you get that 400 millimeters of cutting distance. Suspended in air. There we go. Start charging. So this guy does talk to you. Oh, check this out. This right here is a video camera, so you can actually watch through your phone while it's mowing and see like where it's going and what it's doing. Pretty cool. This is a pretty impressive all-wheel drive lawn mowing machine. There is a link down in the description below if you'd like to check it out. Let's get back to work. Our friend Jim loaned us this really cool tool. It is a rototiller weed eater. Jules is gonna start breaking up the soil that I've done with the shovel.
I'm gonna try.
All right, let's see if we can get it started.
Okay, I already primed it. Choke is on. So, let's see.
You might have to hold that thing, I think, this right button. There. Yeah.
Okay. This might be awkward for a left-hander then.
There you go.
Oh,
pick it up.
Difficult at all. Then turn the choke off, probably.
Yep. Maybe put the choke back on.
It is on.
Oh, turn the choke off. Sorry, you got it turned off. Okay. Once it tries to start.
See if a left-hander can do it.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't hit the string. It's working good.
Yeah. How deep do I go?
As deep as it'll go. You got the string. Want me to take the string down?
Wow. It's having too much fun.
There we go. You're free. That's gonna work out good, I think, man. It's gonna break it up nice.
Super good.
It'll blend in our garden soil well.
Yeah. Yeah, we pretty much know where our straight line is now, so we don't really need this. It's hampering us.
That's right.
Get rid of this line.
Jules is in an insulated top, insulated bibs, and I'm here sweating like crazy.
Yeah, it is hot.
It is hot. But it was cool this morning before we started working.
Yeah, people have been getting snow around us.
Oh. So you see my breath? Yeah. We got all that dirt all tilled up a little bit. Put the garden soil on there and till it up again. Oh man, beautiful day today. Check out that blue sky. We got some more dirt yesterday for the other rows here in the greenhouse. Jules is gonna be inside for a little bit here before she comes out. She's got some office work to do. And then, you coming in, Tuxaroo? No? All right, Tux isn't coming in. But we've got this bed right here, ready to go. I'm gonna rake it out flat. Then we'll mix it all in with the weed eater. And we've got the truck loaded down with a ton of dirt in there. Let's get started, man. We're gonna get this stuff planted in this video. I tell you what, man, we've got stuff growing. Let me just show you, just from yesterday. Look at this, man. Oh, stuff's getting big. Look at how big those guys are getting, man. They're gonna they might need some food. So that's exciting. I'm gonna get started. Yesterday, we got all of the beds ready. Check them out. 1, 2, 3. That one's already planted over there. So we've got our 3 beds ready. We're gonna be planting some of our plants. Some of them aren't quite ready to plant yet. We just did a Google search because that's how you learn how to garden. And we found if they have 2 to 3 of their real leaves,
then they're ready to transplant.
And they're ready to transplant.
And quite a few of them are. Our tomatoes are looking super good, and so is our okra. So we're gonna get those planted. And what else we got?
Squash.
Squash is also doing super good, so we'll get to plant that. Check out our super complicated, or maybe simplified, I don't know which one it is, but this is our key for how we're gonna plant our greenhouse. We gave all of our plants a number, and we have that recorded on the Notes app on my phone. Then Marty designed our rows on graph paper, and based on the spacing that each of the plants needs, we've identified where they're gonna go in our beds. Now we have to follow our map and plant everything. Woohoo!
We got 1 tomato planted.
So I learned that these little coffee stirrers aren't really the best thing for marking, because they work really well above ground, but anything underground is really hard to read. So all I know for sure is that this is some kind of a black tomato.
Well, I'll do the whole.
That was a good hole, Marty.
We're making pretty good progress. We've got some of our cucumbers. Actually, all of the cucumbers we're growing are planted right down here. Tomatoes are down there on that end over there. And I'm really looking forward to the tomatoes, the cucumbers, the okra, and the hot peppers. Those are like my favorites that I want because I want to make dill pickles, like all kinds of different dill pickles. And which ones, Jules, are you looking forward to?
Definitely the tomatoes, eggplant, broccoli, okra, almost everything.
We're gonna go ahead and continue the planting process, get them all in here, and then we'll show you the end result. We're busting into the prepper pantry and got a whole ton of pinto beans. We've got several feet here. That is just kind of extra space. So we're gonna put pinto beans in it. Jules is watering them all in now. We've got everything planted that we can plant in here. So hopefully it's gonna start growing well. This right here is the temperature sensor for the greenhouse. It just hangs right here. And the computer over here actually controls the whole greenhouse right here. This is a touch screen. You can like open and close vents manually, or it just opens and closes them automatically to keep the temperature of the greenhouse in between 70 and 75 degrees. We've got quite a bit over here that we're actually not going to be planting. Like all of these tomatoes are all extra. These are all extra. The peppers, they're not quite ready yet, so we'll get to those later. The extras we might give to friends, or we might just plant them outside somewhere and hope the deer don't eat them. Not exactly sure yet, Jules.
That's not likely.
Oh, and check it out. We've got a brand new shirt for our other channel. The Down to Earth Christian says Seek Truth. If you'd like to pick one of those up, well, they're on our other channel. There is a link over there. That is going to do it for today. We picked out this video right up here for you to go ahead and watch next. We hope you guys have a really great day. Keep smiling.